We are in a phase now, many cities, that we have to work with the city that is already existing. And at the same time we are more focused on the social aspects of planning. And we are also focused on more democracy, trust and that kind of soft values. And that means that architecture and planning must be a tool to reach those goals. National level of the question. Politicians, they have very high ambitions, I would say, in these aspects. The proposal I did for the new policy, my instructions there were quite clear that I should discuss democracy and social aspects in architecture. That's also why the national politicians also trying to combine those aspects from planning and also the regulation, the policies for social aspects. We are writing on a paper to the social ministers concerning how it should cooperate with the planning and building law. And I think that's quite interesting. It's the first time they really are interested in this. So on the level of the city of Malmö, we are dealing with the city as a whole. And that's quite fantastic to have this opportunity. And our comprehensive plan is also quite clear that we shall work with the city that is existing, and we shall also take away barriers to get the city to be more connected and also use the toolbox that the municipalities really have in a coordinated way. We have the land policy, we have investments, we have the public-owned housing companies. And if we can do that in a coordinated way and with a common background, I think we can do that very good. For me, I have always been quite interested in the connection between architecture and social aspects. Sometimes you could look at architecture and design as a surface. Good design, nice to look at, but that's not enough. In a way you can say that we are coming back to the core of architecture, what it was in the beginning. We are changing focus very much to what architecture and planning makes. And that's really the important question, what it makes to the people and together with the people. But that means also that you have to broaden the perspective a lot. We are a very powerful organization and we have to understand that. Should be the open-minded persons. And that's something that we really have to understand. There are a lot of things that we never see. We are quite focused on finding structures as they used to be. Many of the questions we like to solve, there are structures that is really doing that, but they have another form or another structure than we really suppose they should have. So, I mean, that's the key questions to be successful today. That is to engage the people, and they should trust on you, and you also, with the spatial processes, could incorporate, embed other processes that could be more complex. And I think that is the most important factor of having a success. We did a very good experiment this summer, which called Opportunity Space, where we used the public space for integration. And it was a fantastic process where we have a lot of discussions with the NGOs and the civil sector. And that is a very, in Malmö the civil sector is very strong, and that's really an asset for us. They are bringing in a lot of aspects that we don't really reach with the normal tools. We get a better understanding of what's going on in the area. There are a lot of things that we never see, and that's very fascinating, and we have a lot of things to learn.